Welcome back to As Above Tarot. Oh wow. So right away we got the Tower inverted jumping out at you. And the Four of Pentacles inverted. Four of Pentacles is not inverted, sorry. The Tower inverted is telling me a lot already. Either something has just happened to you that has a tower moment has just happened, or you have in your hands the ability to create a tower moment, but it's something you can foresee, it's something you can control. I'm seeing a lot of power over this issue. Still just two cards in though, haven't really shuffled. These are just the two cards that came out right away, so I'm seeing you just so far, yeah, some kind of control over something that is devastating. Devastating stuff. Okay, here's our next. Got the King of Swords inverted. And I guess I should have warned or realized before I started the channel that my deck is kind of mean. We got the Ace of Wands. These are all like coming out pretty viciously. Ace of Wands is a good card moving forward. Way in the back, ooh, wow. So you have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands. But the Ace of Swords is inverted. It's telling me that you're overthinking it, maybe not doing the work, maybe you're starting to do the work. Maybe you're starting to realize, maybe whatever you did recently has made you realize that, yeah, you can actually hurt people. The Queen of Cups kind of tells me, and this is way in the background, maybe someone hurt you in the past, maybe someone really let you down. Maybe you kind of see that individual's kind of changed you, who you are to your core, made you put up some walls. I have the Knight of Swords kind of confirming that maybe you have learned to be more intelligent, or that is to be more guarded, or to be more intellectual, or I guess you've learned to not trust your feelings, which sounds like to the mind, that's a good thing, it's smart, it keeps you safe. But you're realizing to build, to be able to heal, you need to actually do the work to be able to heal. I got the Six of Pentacles inverted here. It kind of tells me that you're someone who maybe you've dealt with a lot of isolation. You haven't had a lot of support in the past growing up. Maybe that's the thing of the Queen of Cups way in the background. Maybe someone you really trusted let you down, and you kind of feel like they're responsible for the situation you're in. But like your tower situation, maybe you're using the tower, the idea of the tower. It felt like a tower moment to you when it happened, but it's actually something that you had control over, something that your own energies brought into reality. So it was less of a tower moment and more something you could have avoided. It wasn't just out of the sky, it wasn't just out of the blue. Ace of Wands kind of with the Ace of Swords inverted tells me that you're realizing that and trying to apply it. Yeah, we got the Lovers inverted, which goes back to what I was saying. Someone may have broken your heart or betrayed you. And the Five of Swords, also inverted though. But all these together, with the Queen of Wands, the Tower inverted, I really feel like, yeah, someone hurt you really bad in the past and you're still holding on to that. You're feeling that grief from that. And that's caused you to be way more guarded and maybe learn you've really hurt people by being this new guarded version of yourself. Pull some more on these aces. What else we get? Two of Cups inverted. So like you've really, through being more guarded, you've like isolated yourself. You started to feel the pain of isolation. I'm also getting the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Wands inverted again. A lot of inversions, but the Ace of Wands with the inverted page goes back to what I was saying. You knew what you were doing. The Wheel of Fortune in conjunction with all these kind of tells me that the whole idea of you realizing the kind of human being you are, or realizing what's important about vulnerability, or that there's no way to love or be loved, or there's really no way to be in relationship without expressing some level of vulnerability. And without having that level of vulnerability, you are really not living life. You're being safe, but you're not living life. You're not living the full experience of life is the thing. And it's also a thing I'm seeing, like you're being asked to be more accountable with your actions. I'm going to pull one more tarot. I just pulled a oracle for you, but that's where we were. You're starting to realize that protecting yourself is not actually the ultimate goal. You're learning that you can only be so protected. With this Ten of Cups energy at the end, I'm seeing a full integration of self. I'm seeing you trusted someone, you had someone that you loved deeply, and that person let you down and kind of made you rethink your ideas about love and trust. And now you're at the other end of that. You've learned the full lesson. You've learned that ultimately love is pain and there's no way to avoid that. And that life is an intricate play of all of those. All of those together are what make reality. Your oracle from the wild unknown is the ocean. The power of the ocean is unmatched, and the ocean is really not one I even have to read, especially in this context, though I really love to read the book. But the ocean is obviously more than just a drop. It's more than just, when we experience love as human beings, we're only able to taste the drink of water that we're able to attain. But really, every drop of water comes from the ocean, or from even bigger than the ocean. If you think of the ocean on a cosmic scale, instead of just the ocean in the sea, but instead think of the ocean as the entire water cycle, because the oceans become the clouds become the rain become the rivers run back into the oceans. Like, it's all part of one cycle. So the ocean is really the biggest concept that's easy to grasp as a singular thing, as we kind of see the water cycle is like an infinite continuum of, and it's really even the way we look at water. It's just kind of the perfect analogy for this, because we don't see water ever as an individual. We assume that water is always the whole, and what we are experiencing of water is the whole, but we're never really experiencing the whole. There's just so much water, so much vastness to the ocean, especially if you take it even further outside of just the water table here on Earth. And just think of the ocean as like the vast sea of atoms on the cosmic scale. It's like every single thing, hot and cold, light and dark. Each one of those make the universe. You can't have the universe without one of the forces. Like every force in the universe is balanced perfectly so that, you know, if the speed of light were any slower, like we couldn't see anything in real time. And like if it's just so many perfect things come together to make reality and make us actually able to live. And yeah, the Ten of Cups energy with the ocean as the conclusion is really, you know, such a very, very, very emotional card. Emotional oneness, emotional unity. The Ten of Cups is really, the Ten of Cups and the ocean kind of represent the same thing. You know, the vast idea of life and emotion ebbing and flowing forever, and interconnection between, like, there's so much life in the ocean, so much water itself basically, you know, is life, you know. And cups, Ten of Cups, cups are water, obviously. So it's the thing, I think, and maybe this is like for a greater collective. Maybe this isn't just for just one person. This sounds kind of like this for all of us, because I think it's the thing in 2025 we are learning to, as spirit workers, shadow workers, we are learning to integrate all the things into the whole. And the ocean, you know, there's everything in the ocean. We love to go to the ocean. We love to go to the beach because it's a nice, relaxing time. But oceans are also where tsunamis and shark attacks happen, and hurricanes, you know. Like, there's beautiful dolphins and beautiful coral reefs, but there's also scary, creepy anglerfish, and, you know, who knows what lives in the abyssal zone. So yeah, like the ocean is kind of the idea of everything encompassed in one, I believe, you know. And we're supposed to accept it all and learn to integrate it all to be healthy human beings, especially if we're on a spiritual path. Anyway, thank you for seeing me again. I like trying to make this page a little more consistent than my personal page. I'm still doing some stylistic changes. Not many people are watching these yet, but if you're one of the few watching this new one, like and subscribe. Maybe you're catching this in the future. If so, I mean, this particular reading feels pretty timeless. It's really the more than just like a reading for you now type of a deal. This is really the truth of anyone at any time. Like, someone has hurt you, everybody. Someone has been hurt in the past. You've loved someone and they've let you down. Everyone's personality is based off their wounds and their coping mechanisms. And everyone must eventually integrate those wounded parts of ourselves to move into the healed parts of ourselves. So this could be for someone who needs to hear this right now, but this is advice for anyone who's at any stage of this work. Even if you think you're at the end of shadow work, it's still good to be reminded of it at all times. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, and as always, stay mindful. Love you guys.